Hello, this is the Tradesight Stocks and Futures Market Preview for September 10th, 2014. That's right, tomorrow, Thursday, becomes September 11th, the 13-year anniversary of 9/11. Last couple of years, just by the way, the 9/11 anniversary has been a little slow. People obviously attending remembrance events and whatnot. There's obviously been, and this is a side note, but it's just something to be aware of, some general chatter about potential terrorist activity on the 9/11 anniversary, so market might be a little cautious. All that might explain some of the general doldrums we've seen the last few days in terms of market range. It's still been fine. Volume's been back up near that 1.7 billion on the Nasdaq yesterday and today, which was Wednesday, and so hopefully, again, it might still not be the best day ever, but we had some nice trades the last couple of days, and hopefully we'll do the same on Thursday. Here's a look at the ES futures market. It's the S&P daily chart, and you can see, again, we've just been kind of drifting. Ended up closing a little green today, which puts us back near Rich's favorite 2,000 level. We did sweep the lows of the recent trading this morning, but didn't close down there. The red trend line is probably that's the static trend line. That's the active level that's probably in play. And again, September is usually a negative month, so at some point, based on the program selling we've seen, I would expect to see it pick up some speed to the downside, but we shall see. There's a lot of uncertainty also in terms of some early chatter about another government shutdown related to the funding bill that needs to get passed to continue government operations. That'll be a negative if they go down that road too heavily, but even if they don't, it's usually the time of year where we could retrace back some of those gappy gains that we got back in August. So tomorrow is Thursday. We have initial and continuing jobless claims before the market. Those are the weekly numbers. We've got natty gas an hour into the market. We've got the Treasury budget number at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Here's a look at the NASDAQ 100 index. Came back up. Again, look at how narrow this has been the last 6 days. Almost all the bars just about the same. SOX was kind of more negative today. The biotechs were a little more positive. And if we're going to look at a 5-minute chart of the futures real quick so you can see what we did today. Opened dead flat. This dashed line is the start of the day. Opened dead flat. Drifted lower. It was extremely choppy. Kind of broke back above the midpoint finally and ran a bit. And, range was about average daily range on the ES. Covered about 16 points, 14 points. And closed fairly flat. Volume didn't really come back after lunch like it did the prior session. So there wasn't too much excitement in the afternoon, although we did have a nice chat in our trading lab. And so that's it. I don't have a lot else to suggest for today. Going into Thursday on the 9/11 anniversary. The next day is Friday, so we'll just hope to get a couple of winners as usual, and go from there. Next week's another week again, and see if September still starts to pick up speed to the downside at some point in time. But we will see what happens. By the way, here's a look at the crude oil futures contract. Closed again under 92 today, new lows of the recent trading here. All right, everybody have a great trading session, and we'll see you in the trading lab.